Here I like to share with you what I know for this almost 40 years now of research and meeting different people and experience. Okay. Number one, people like to talk about internal art and Qigong. Everybody like to be an expert. However, in reality, there is objective standard to see whether one actually practice or attain or achieve some Qigong level where it be able to get, as we call it, into the door. Okay, this is step one of the Qigong. Now, without this, one really doesn't know much or doing much. Okay, one can talk philosophy and so forth, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so let me share with you four levels of it. It has to be 4 level minimum in order for one to say they know internal or Qigong basic. The first, they must be able to open up every joint of their body. Okay. Second is they must be able to quiet down the mind and fuse with this open up of the body, further loose up their body. The third level, because of the mind and the body fuse and the body loose up in deeper or open up in the deeper state, the breathing come into play. So when one breathes at the third level, the whole body is breathing. Okay, the whole body down to the leg. It's not just trying to mimic the lower abs breathing, dantian breathing, or so forth. No, it is. It is the whole body is breathing. It's very lightweight. After the third level, further get deeper, one can feel the 12 meridians open up. Okay? Only at that point we can say we have some Qigong training. Before that, seriously, forget about it. You just talk. Okay? So let me make an analogy how this 4 stage apply, so you can feel it. For example, if I twisted my wrist, usually we can twist it on this joint or this, right? Wrist. First, we need to align that, put it in the proper location, proper setting. Okay, align it back. Okay, that is about open up. Okay. And then we have to take some time to let it heal. Okay, the hand start to be able to move, and then the hand much more feel comfortable to twist around and turn around, and then at the last state, it will be so lightweight that one can use the hand practically without thinking about it. So this is how the 4 level, when one develop in one's body, will feel. Okay. It is not just alignment. Alignment is just like, oh yeah, you know, if the wrist is twisted, the joint is dislocated, you just align it. So what? You can align it, but the thing is that that thing is just swelling and the hand is practically cannot move. So alignment is really low level kind of deal. Okay. So again, the first is open up every joint. The second, the mind quiet down, fusing with the open up the body, loosening up the body, get into more deeper, loose up and open up. And then the third one, the breathing kicks in naturally, so you can see the body contract and expand when in the breathing. This whole body is not like try to mimic, force the lower abs or different type of breathing or get really what you call it, tensing or strenuous breathing. Not those things. It's whole body. And then only after that, when one stand, one be able to sense, they opened up the 12 medirings or 12 channels. Okay? Only that. Then, so another one is that it's like after one twisting one's dislocate one wrist, one put it back, and then go through different phases, different state, until one's hand can freely use without knowing it. That is the transformation. That is the Kung Fu. Without that Kung Fu, there's no such thing as internal or Qigong. You just talk. Okay? So this is reality, especially for those who want to use Qigong or anything for healing. You need to remember this. Okay? There's no woo, there's no magic. This is what it is. Okay? The second thing is about limitations. Qigong has limitations, so does everything. Qigong is a technology. Okay, so you have this limitation. So how can I prove that to you? Simple. Say if a person was born without hand, no matter how hard he practiced Qigong, there's no way he can have a hand. Okay? That's the limitation. He can have stronger body and a whole bunch of stuff, more sensitive and everything, but he will not have a hand. However, if you use modern robotic technology replaced with the artificial hand, now that person have a capability of holding stuff because now you have the robotic hand. Okay, so you can see different technology have different limitations. So it is not the Qigong against this or this against that. No, they all are useful. So don't make a mistake thinking, or if you have Qigong, then you can be, doing a whole bunch of things like in the movie. No, it's not. Okay, and that's why. Okay. All this wearable technology stuff which I'm playing with and experiment with, okay, from measuring heartbeat variations, temperatures, brainwave, and so forth. Are they useful? Sure. They can use to help the Qigong practice. They can help to verify and really understand what's going on. In the ancient time, people call it internal art because nobody can see what happened. Even the Sifu teach you, and if you repeat the thing, the Sifu doesn't know whether you do it right or not right. Okay, unless the Sifu in very advanced state will say, okay, you do this, do this, do this, and then they eliminate the outcome, and then they see, oh, I know which state you are in. Okay. But today we have all this stuff, this gadget. We can cut short time, okay? So technology is technology. Sure, you might thinking about the Star Wars, Darth Vader's, okay? Yeah. Some days we might get that, okay? Like with Darth Vader's, the body is robotic. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? And so we have to know that things have limitations, okay? And do not believe in certain thing which is totally, out of the blue, okay? Everything, this world is a cause and effect world, causal systems. You have cause and effect, okay? And you have limitations. The third one. Reality. Reality is there's no demigod in this world. Why I say that? Do I have proof? Yes. This is my Qigong, Xu Yin. Okay, Xu Yin is the Zen patriarch of China. Okay, Xu Yin was born 1840, like a Red Boat era time. And Xu Yin passed away at 1959. Okay, so he lived over hundreds of years. He is the Zen patriarch which have the mind seal of the Buddha. He's a mystic. He has spiritual power. He can meditate for days, and he can do a lot of things. And he worked with a lot of famous guys like the Haydn from Shaolin and so forth. But guess what? He was enlightenment in age of 56, and age of 58 he gets sick, really sick, very ill. Okay, and he goes through a lot of things. At over age of 110, he got beat up by the communists. Okay, into unconscious coma, and he come back alive. So this is, if you want to say this, the top cultivator, and this is the top Zen guy in our era. He have to go through this much. If anybody read Chinese can get this book and see what it is, his whole life. I hope that this being translated into the English. Okay. And I think there's a English version too, I think by City 10,000 Buddhas by my Sifu, Master Xuan Hua, probably have one. I see somewhere else about Xu Yin's life story. Read that. That's reality. There's no such thing as like in the Kung Fu movie, okay? This is reality. Okay? So there's no demigod, there's no mysterious, everybody work from ground up, blood and tears and sweat. Okay? So that's reality. So, sharing these three things with you, I hope that you can see what reality is, okay? And can have a much better training for yourself, okay? And the last thing I want to leave you is the mindfulness or the awareness. If one do not develop that, one will be something like an automatic or like an animal controlled by automatic. One need to develop that. Okay? So one have a much better handling of oneself. And the second thing is about positive and negative thinking. Positive thinking is like spring, thinking about spring, the flower, like right now, the flower bloom, grow, everything start to grow. Negative thinking is like winter night. If you think about cold, snow, it's just everything is dying and dark and so forth. Okay, and spring is with sunshine, everything. See, after one have the awareness and mindfulness, one know whether one get into the positive or negative thinking. See, in this world, even this body, I have no control because it grows old. Not to say whatever outside that. However, I have a choice on whether I'm going to think positively or negatively. If I think positively, with this course, I can create positive effect. If I think negatively, I will create negative effect. So if I lose everything in my life, as soon as my course control or the mind thinking positive, the world outlook will be positive. The outcome will be positive. Whatever create from that will be positive. But if one thing negative, the whole thing will go down to hell. So